Children, now let's see the different types of birds, how they build their nests and what are the material they use. First one, woodpecker. The nest of woodpecker. Build its nest inside the trees. Builds its nest inside the trees. Woodpecker builds its nest inside the trees. Weaver bird weaves in a fascinating nest. So weaver bird weaves a very fascinating nest. Weaves a very, here see, fascinating nest. That means it's very interesting, children. Weaver bird weaves a very fascinating nest. So here, what are the material it will use? Straw, grass and leaves. So here it uses straw, grass and leaves. It uses straw, grass and leaves. Straw, grass and leaves. Weaver bird weaves a very fascinating nest. Weaver bird weaves a very fascinating nest, and here it uses straw, grass and leaves are used in weaving the nest. The nest hangs from the branch of a tree. So here see children, the nest, for example, this is a branch. The nest hangs from the branch of a tree. The nest hangs from the branch of a tree. It has an opening at the lower end. So here see, it has the opening at the lower end. So here see, it has the opening at the lower end where the bird will enter inside. So once again I repeat, woodpecker builds its nest inside the tree. The weaver bird weaves a very fascinating nest. It uses straw, grass and leaves. The nest hangs from the branch of a tree. It has an opening. It has an opening at the lower end. Children, so far we have seen the woodpecker and the weaver bird. Now let's see the tailor bird. Tailor bird sews. Children, you know that tailor has a sewing machine. So in our surroundings, the tailors sew our clothes with the help of, or stitches the clothes with the help of the sewing machine. Here the tailor bird also sews. Leaves together. They attach, sews means they attach leaves together. Leaves together to make a nest. To make a nest. So here tailor bird sews leaves together to make a nest. It makes holes on the edge of the leaves. How it sews the leaves means it makes holes on the edge of the leaves with its fine beak. So with the help of it makes holes on the edge of the leaves. On the edge of the leaves. It makes holes on the edge of the leaves. With its fine beak. With its fine beak, with its fine beak, and sews them with threads. So what did do he see? First of all, yes, it makes holes on the edge of the leaves. It makes holes on the edge of the leaves with its fine beak, and next it sews them. It sews them with threads. Okay, threads, wool, leaves, and spider web. Wool, leaves, and wool, leaves, and spider web. So by making the holes on the edges, okay, by making the holes on the edges, here see, so here makes the holes first, and they sew, okay, with the help of threads, wool, leaves, and spider web. This is how it makes its nest. They keep bunches of hair, wool, and grass in the nest to make it warm and comfortable. See children, nest of the tailor bird. So tailor bird sews leaves together. Okay, it sews leaves together by making the holes on the edges of the leaf with its beak, fine beak, and with the help of threads, wool, leaves, and spider web, okay, it sews them. And after that, it keeps bunches of hair, wool, and grass in the nest to make it warm and comfortable. So this is about tailor bird. Okay. Children, we have seen how the woodpecker build its nest. How the woodpecker build? Yes, it builds its nest inside the trees. We have seen the weaver bird weaves the nest in a fascinating way. Straw, grass, and leaves are used there. The nest hangs from the branches of a tree. Just now I've seen the tailor bird. It sews the leaves, okay, by making the holes, and after that, with the help of threads, wools, leaves, and spider web, it stitches them. And next one, let's go for pigeon. Children, you know pigeons very well. Pigeon builds a nest on the rooftops. It builds nest on rooftops. So we have roof now. On the top of the roof it makes old buildings and on the other bridges also. Rooftops, old buildings, rooftops, old buildings, and other bridges. The cuckoo is a bird, does not make a nest. It lays its eggs in the nest of a crow. Let's see, this is very interesting, children. Cuckoo, it's a bird. It lays eggs in the nest of a crow. Okay, cuckoo lays eggs in the nest of a crow. So crow makes its nest now. In that nest only the cuckoo will lay eggs. Actually the cuckoo doesn't make its nest. So this is how the different birds make the different nests in a different ways. Okay. Children, so far we have seen the feathers and the nests of birds. Now let's go for the sounds of birds. Children, all of us like the sounds of birds. They are very pleasant and they are very interesting also. Now let's see the birds, how it makes the sounds. We all have heard the chirping. That is called a sound. That sound is called chirping. So chirping is the sound, children. Chirping. Birds usually communicate with two kinds of sound. So birds, like human beings and other animals, birds also communicate. Communicate means they will speak. with the help of two kinds of sounds. One is a call, and second one is a song. See children, how this is very interesting. The birds makes it sound, that is called chirping. They communicate each other. They understand each other with the help of two kinds of sounds. One is a call and second one is a song. A call is a single sound such as squeak, that is repeated often. Squeak, it's a single sound. A call is a single sound which is speak. It's a squeak. It repeats again. Okay. So here squeak, squeak. Next one. A song is a series of notes that sounds musical. Series of notes. Okay, that sounds musical. So the difference between a call and a song is, call is a single sound like that. Okay, it repeats often. A song is not like a single sound, it's a series of notes. You can observe. Okay, some birds, it makes the sounds like coo, 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 like this. It makes sounds in a musical way. Okay, so this is how they communicate each other. Next one is migration. Children, I told you clearly that migration is the movement of the birds from one place to another place in search of food, shelter and mating. So some birds fly long distances to warmer places every year to escape from the extreme cold conditions. So to avoid the extreme cold conditions, the birds will move from one place to another place, even some hundreds and thousands of kilometers also they travel from one continent to other continent, and some birds travel from one country to other country. Okay, so here such birds are called migratory birds. What are migratory birds, children? Some birds, in order to escape the winter, they travel to a warmer places. Such birds are called migratory birds. Some birds also move due to shortage of food or to reproduce. This movement of birds every year when the season changes. So there are three reasons. One reason is to escape the winter. They move from one place to another place. The second reason is in search of food. The third one is to reproduce. So this is how it happens every year. The birds from different countries comes to our country, and from our country the birds goes to different countries to escape the winters or in search of food or to reproduce. So the movement of the birds from one place to another place for these three kinds of reasons is called migration. So migration is nothing but the movement of birds from one place to another place in search of food, shelter and to escape the winters and to reproduce. Okay, right. Do you know the Arctic tern? See children, this is the Arctic tern bird. Holds a long distance migration record for birds. So the Arctic tern is the bird which can fly long distances. Okay, right. Children, now let's see words to remember here. Three words are there. Curved, having the form of a curve. So curved, this word you have learnt in beaks, curved beaks. So having the form of a curve. Sew, join or fasten something. So this is seen, this word you have come across, yes, in the tailor bird. To join the leaves, it's you. Migration, just now I told. Seasonal movement of animals from one place to another in search of food, shelter and to reproduce. So these are the three words to remember. One is curved, sieve and migration, and the meanings are here. Okay. Children, now let's brush up the lesson once again. The first point. Birds are the most beautiful and colorful creatures found on the earth. So birds are most beautiful and colorful. They are beautiful. Yes, we have seen different kinds of birds which are beautiful and colorful. All birds have feathers. All birds have feathers. Yes, children. And we have seen the uses of the feathers also. Two kinds of feathers. What are the two kinds of feathers? One is down feathers. Second one is flight feathers. Down feathers and flight feathers. Different birds have different kinds of beaks. We have seen different kinds of beaks also. Different kinds of beaks. Next one. Birds usually communicate by two sounds. One is a call and second one is a song. Call is a single sound and song is a musical note. Some birds migrate every year to escape cold climate, shortage of food or to reproduce. This is called migration and those birds are called migratory birds. Let's see the life skills, children. Birds are our friends. Yes, birds helpful us in many ways. We should be kind with them. We should not harm them. We should be kind with them. We should not keep them in cages. Is keeping the bird in the cage is right, children? No. We should leave them independently. They love to fly in the open sky. See, children, if you are kept in a room and locked for 1 or 2 days, how do you feel? You feel like a prison or a jail. Same birds also, if we keep the bird in a cage, they feel like that only. They love to fly in the open sky. Always place a pot full of water on your terrace. Yes, children, this is very good. Keep a pot full of water, okay, in the terrace or balcony. Okay, for the birds. Why? Because during summer they will drink the water. Always place a pot full of water on your terrace or in a balcony for birds. Understand? So this is the end of the lesson. So this lesson is feathered birds. Thank you, children.